Arizona, homeowner's best friend.
And I don't want to get out of this segment without talking about, we talked about, style and size at the first segment, but my favorite design is the Keyhole garden for raised bed.
Yeah, a keyhole garden's a great way, and if it honors the same principle we were talking about, where you don't want to make it too much of a distance, and it's kind of intended that. So if you accidentally did create a 10-foot by 20-foot raised garden bed and you can't reach the center of it, the keyhole principle is great, because then you can basically carve a hole in the middle of it. It looks like a keyhole inside of your big lock, and now that makes it more easily accessible to you, the entire bed. You create a little walkway in the middle of it, and you're kind of in the middle of your garden. You're surrounded by raised beds, and that's a great way to do it.
So it's like almost a complete circle, but you got to have that pathway in. So let's say it's a 300-degree garden is basically what it is. So, and it really reduces a lot of movement and efficiency. So you can just start and turn left to right or right to left as you're weeding, you're harvesting, you're plucking, you're replanting. All your workspace is basically just, this little 2-foot diameter that's the keyhole, but you've got the garden 300 degrees around you.
Yep, and that's a good way to do it. And if you set it up so that you can still access the outer parts of it, then you can expand those gardens, the outer edges, and make it even easier to access everything. So.
And then you can do different elevations too, which is one thing that adds an aesthetic enhancement to the gardens. I mean, gardens are pretty enough as it is, but when you get different elevations and different materials, and you can have a focal point, an art piece with your garden as well.
Exactly. One of my favorite keyhole gardens we do is actually trampoline gardens. So we do it subterranean underneath a trampoline, and that's essentially a keyhole garden because you're going down through the center and all the gardens are on the sides, and we have terraces that we kind of create. So we create all these cool layers all underneath the trampoline, which is a very moderate place to grow. You can grow a lot of really cool stuff, unique things. Indoor plants can even grow there all through the summer and the winter. And that's just a little bit more unique. And again, that's probably at least a level 2 or level 3 gardener out of 6 levels, if we had 6 levels of gardening, because you got to really understand microclimates, what works in that microclimate and what doesn't.
Final minute, how are we going to wrap this one up?
Well, I guess I recommend to everybody, come and check out the Queen Creek Botanical Gardens. There's a lot of family entertainment around there. So with the Pecan Lake Entertainment venue, there's a lot of new things opening up, from being calm to being completely energized by driving go-karts. I think the go-kart tracks will be opening up out at the facilities end of this week. And so a lot of fun you can have out there, or just come and enjoy the garden with us. A beautiful place to just come and zen out.
Rosie on the house, every Arizona homeowner.